Today I want to talk about what the BIOS is for and give you basic information what it's used for and what you can do in the BIOS and how to access the BIOS. Hi, my name is Michael Cascio from MSL Computer Service, and I come out with videos about how to maintain your computer and how to repair your computer. And this computer video, YouTube video, is going to be about the BIOS. BIOS is actually a small piece of software that's located in the motherboard. It's on the motherboard, and the way you access the BIOS is you restart the computer and you start tapping like F1, F2, or delete. It tells you as soon as the computer starts up. It controls the post on the computer, which is the power on self-test. When you start the computer, the first thing that happens is you see a screen come up, and that's the BIOS doing that. It's making all that black stuff come up, all the writing. It's showing your drives, it's showing all the things that are, the hardware things that are getting recognized on your computer. And it's also the first software to run on your computer. And there's certain things you can do in the BIOS. When your computer starts, you can start tapping F2. You can go in the BIOS. You can restore the BIOS by tapping F7 and then hitting F10 to save your change. That brings the settings of the BIOS back to the factory defaults, and that can fix a lot of problems. That's usually the first thing I do when I go into the BIOS. If a computer's not running right, I'll just restore all the faults. You go in, as soon as you get in there, like I said, you tap F7. Everything is F10 key to save your changes. And once you save your changes, then it prompts you to restart your computer. You could fix certain problems in the BIOS too. Let's say you want to install Windows on your computer, and your computer's not set up to boot from your disk in your DVD player. You can boot to the BIOS, and you can change the boot order. You just go arrow on your keyboard, just left and right and up and down arrows. You got to use those because your mouse isn't going to work in a standard BIOS. And then you go to boot, you hit enter, and you change the boot order. You make sure you put CD-ROM or your USB drive, whatever you're booting Windows to, at the very top of the boot order. It'll say CD, it'll say floppy, it'll say hard drive, things like that. USB. If you're going to boot from if you're going to boot from a USB, make sure it's on USB, the first one. If you're going to boot from your DVD-ROM with a disk, Windows disk, make sure it's on there, then hit F10, restart and save changes. And then it will automatically boot from that when the computer starts. Also, if you want to update your BIOS, you can go in your computer and find out what BIOS you have. I use a little program called BelArc Advisor. You can download that. You can get that at BelArc. It's a little program that tells you all about the hardware and software on your computer, and it will tell you exactly what BIOS you have. Then you want to go to your manufacturer website and see if there's any updates for your BIOS. If you're having problems booting, you might have an issue with your BIOS, so there's usually an update you can get on that manufacturer website. It's a very good little thing to use, and it's volatile memory, so basically it works like RAM. When you shut your computer off, the information goes back in a little chip on the computer, and you don't necessarily have to clear your RAM and your BIOS, because your BIOS is on the CMOS chip in your computer. So there's a few different things you can do, and those are the basic things. Just remember, when you want to go to the BIOS, restart your computer and tap that F2 key. It tells you on the left hand corner while it's starting. It comes on really fast, so you got to look at it really fast. And then the keys on your keyboard are going to be the up and down arrows and the left and right arrows for you to navigate inside the BIOS. So that's going to be it for this short tutorial on your system BIOS. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit the bell notification if you got any value from this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.